everybody, I'm Katie Evans, owner and lead agent of the Living 48 real estate team, and I would like to welcome you back to another one of our monthly market updates. All right, you guys, it's been a little bit crazy for the past couple of years. I just realized today that we have been doing this particular series for over 2 years now. So I have got all of the market factoids saved on slides since March of 2020. Is when we started doing this particular video series this particular way. So we're going to jump right in. Give me just a quick second. Let's share screen here. We want this one right here. We want to go to the slideshow. Okay. Now, hopefully you guys can see this the way I'm seeing it. We've got our April of 2022 factoids, Arizona real estate market factoids. So let's jump right in. Let's talk about it. What does it mean? What's it doing? All right. So all the numbers on the left are red, almost all of them, and all the numbers on the right are green. That is indicating still a very, very strong seller's market. Let's talk about what these guys mean. All right, you guys, supply continues to be moving very, very quickly. Here's the thing I would like to impress upon you guys. So these supply numbers, if we actually look at how many houses we're listing and closing per month, our numbers are actually higher than they have been over the past several years. So we're very much in line with the normal number of houses that turn over during a year in the state of Arizona. So what these numbers actually are representing is a huge demand in the state of Arizona. So our problem, which is a supply and demand problem, is not on the supply side. The challenge is on the demand side. We have too much demand for the regular supply that is here in Arizona. So these numbers on the left really speak to the speed of the market right now, okay? How fast things are moving in our market. So right now, our supply, and let me just remind you the difference between supply and inventory. Supply is a 30-day sort of measurement, whereas inventory is an annualized measurement, okay? So if we were to stop taking any more houses on the market today, how long would it take us in 30 days to get rid of everything that was available on the market? For the 30-day measurement, we're at 0.6 months. Okay, that's down a little bit. For our inventory number, it's 15 days. So those are running kind of neck and neck. And the only way that those two numbers ever run neck and neck is if they have been running neck and neck for at least a year. So that's kind of what we're seeing, is we are seeing over a year's worth now of really, really intense demand on our market. Our active days on market right now is 51. Those days keep going down, and our close days on market are 30. And remember, guys, those are average numbers. Those are not like everything straight across the board. That just speaks to how fast this stinking market is moving right now. Okay. So if you're a seller, you don't need to plan ahead too far. If you're a buyer, you do need to plan ahead pretty far. All right, let's look at our active price per square foot right now. Again, all these numbers are going up right now as the values continue to go up. So active price per square foot is running right about $363.38 a square foot. Our sold price per square foot, $289.70. Our average, so again, over the last 30 days, our average sold price is $567,566. And our median sold price is $456,000. So looking at those last two numbers, you guys can see now how affordability is becoming a huge challenge in our market. The average over the last 12 months, if you just look, is $517,966. So close to $518,000. Yeah. The median sold $415. You guys, those numbers just keep going up and up and up. And then if we look at our appreciation over the last 12 months, it has been 27% across the board. And in the last 30 days, it has been 27%. So interesting that the 12-month number is holding, it's actually gone up, but the last 30 days has dropped just a little bit. Now, again, what we're going to be seeing in the marketplace here over the next little while as interest rates are going up is we will see things start to, and I even hate to say this because it's not going to feel like it to any of you guys. The numbers will start to play out to show that we're slowing just a titch, why everybody kind of reevaluates, decides whether they think we're in a bubble, decides whether they think that we're going to continue to appreciate, like decides what they think the interest rates are going to do, whether or not they decide they're going to enter into the market now or if they're going to hold off for a little while. Okay, so those are some of the challenges that I wanted to bring to your guys' attention. So let me go over a couple other numbers that I want to make sure everybody's aware of, because this is the question that we've been getting for quite some time, and that is, are we in a bubble? Are we, what's happening there? So if I go and look at our distressed properties, because a lot of people are like, oh, well, there's got to be this foreclosure market coming, or, stuff like that. The number of our distressed properties in the month of March reduced itself again to 30 properties. Guys, that's across all of the Arizona regional MLS system. Okay, 30 properties. Our pre-foreclosure number, now these are not houses that are officially in foreclosure, and the majority of these will either just sell them or they will come to some sort of an agreement with the lender, and they'll never actually go into foreclosure. But the number that we can kind of track is the pre-foreclosure number, and that one went up to a whole whopping 16 properties in the month of March. So yeah, there's that. All right, so let's talk about kind of what was going on. Month over month, in the month of March, we actually saw our inventory increase 5%. And we started the month with 8,552 properties, which is back in line with our normal seasonality. But again, we're still kind of down by 7% year over year. And we're down 53% from 2020. Okay, so normally, yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy. Our under contract houses. So again, we are getting houses under contract. We are selling houses here in the Arizona. But from March and heading into April, under contract rose just 117 units. And that was 12,166 month over month. So again, that's kind of down 5% year over year, but it did go up month over month. So we're, again, normal seasonality. We start to see the number of houses come on the market increase from here on out and through the summer. And then we'll start to slow back down if we stick with normal seasonality. The question is, will we stick with normal seasonality? We haven't seen normal seasonality for a few years now. Let's see. This is crazy, you guys. March saw 75% of all of its new listings go under contract within 30 days. That's insane. And in February, 87% of all of the properties that were listed for sale were under contract within 60 days. So 87% of what gets listed is gone within 60 days. That's a fast moving market, you guys. Crazy. The other thing, one of the reasons that I don't have any of my buyers looking at under contract homes is because the ratio of fallout right now is 6 to 1. Not a great ratio. So that's not so great. Let's see. Oh, last thing I wanted to kind of share with you guys. I think it's really important for our buyers to understand kind of what's happening here in the Arizona marketplace. So here is, so that you understand that you're not overbuying houses. And this is sort of an educational thing. Listing price really right now is kind of like, hey, here's your starting bid price. Okay, so there's not a lot of like, oh, I'm going to underbid on anything and see if I can get it. Most houses right now are going for above ask price. So if we're looking at specifically Maricopa County, which is kind of where I focus on, 55% of all the single family residences, so not townhomes, not condos, not mobile homes or anything like that. Single family residents, 55% of them sold above list price. If we look from the sales price or the list price of 300,000 to 400,000, 69% of those are selling for above list price, and the 400 to the $500,000 range are selling at 60% of those are selling above ask price. And the median that people are bidding or buying their houses above list price is $16,000. We have one person that really wanted a house that paid $105,000 over list price in order to have that house. So you guys, that is the market. Yeah, it's kind of crazy. In a car chats that I was doing this morning, so this video will come out on Wednesday, but I'm filming it on Monday. So I did a little car chats in my car this morning, and you can find that on social media if you like, my personal pages. We're talking about if we have kids who are trying to get into the real estate market here in Arizona, affordability is becoming a huge thing. And now with interest rates going up, that's going to affect their purchasing power as well. So where are the first-time home buyers going to find houses? It's a challenge out there, guys. And so we are going to start a little conversation kind of on the side, if anybody wants to enter into it, about how we can help our kids find a house in this crazy market, what we can do to potentially help them. So I'm not a big fan of co-signing. That is definitely an option. And that might be something, if you trust your kids, that you want to look into. You might also want to consider purchasing in tandem with them. So purchasing with them, and or you may want to consider purchasing a investment property that maybe they just rent back to you or rent back from you. So anyway, we got a lot of challenges out there for our buyers. And again, sellers, you don't want to rest on your laurels. Nothing lasts forever. And people don't want to buy your junk. So if you want to sell your house for highest price, if you want to get it sold for the terms that you're looking for, then let's have a conversation. We have lots of options out in the marketplace right now, and you definitely want an agent who is prepared to discuss those with you, who has worked with those different options, and who knows how to navigate all of that. So if we can be of assistance to you, my team and I, we sure would love to. Give us a holler. You can reach me at 480-415-1341. Visit our website as well, www.living8realestate.com. You guys, thanks for watching this video to the end. We hope you had a great time and you learned something new here, and we'll catch you on our next monthly market update. Bye.